On to you Aries out there, hope y'all are having a great day. So for you, you have the Five of Swords, the Sun, and you have the Knight of Cups. Please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way it can help me grow. Smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And feel free to explore my YouTube channel, right? Watch as many videos as you would like. Share it with your friends, co-workers. Shout outs to everybody, right? And not only that, but I'm also very excited that my videos are actually starting to get pushed out to people who live in Hong Kong. Wild world we live in, right? What a wonderful world we live in. So anyway, for you Aries, right? You honestly, okay, someone thought that they were better than you, right? And now they have to live with the consequences of their actions. They have to actually live with that, knowing that they really may have lost another potential relationship because they wanted to play a game, right? And we already know this. This is how the story ends a lot of the time. This is what happens to people who like to play that nonsense. That's how the story usually ends. They usually end up just dubbing everybody. And because they dub everybody because of their own vanity, they end up not actually being quite happy because they weren't happy in the process of getting to know other people, because they found it so difficult to get to know you, Aries. And it's not just you. They do that with everybody. And so because they do that with literally everybody, including the people that they say that they want, they ruin their life like that. They ruin their life like that. That's how they ruin their life like that. So the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands right here is about how, anyway, you Aries are not worried about that. This is just this is something that popped up, so I have to report it, right? You know, then it would mean that I'm leaving out information. So, but it also shows that they're too proud to even admit that they really did mess up and that they lost you, especially if you Aries really haven't been calling or texting or actually reaching out to them. They know that they essentially lost one. They lost you. They know this. But at the same time, like I said, the delusion, they won't actually admit that to themselves. But the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands right here is about how, once again, you Aries are getting to know other people. You're open to it, right? You're not gonna stop just because, you know, somebody turns out to be a waste of time. But like I've been saying for months now, this is what happens when you have a life, when you have things to do, family members that care about you, pets. Maybe you may not have a pet. You know how to talk to people. You don't have to play games, you know, because this YouTube, because part of the reason why I do videos talking about the games in the first place is to really show you how unnecessary it really is. It's really not necessary. There's really no place in it. You know, games is only really, them type of mental games are only really reserved for when you have an enemy that you want to confuse the enemy as to what's going on, and so that way you can get done what you need to get done. If you saying that you trying to find love, we're not battling. You understand? You know what I mean? Like seriously. Like, I know this sounds like it's kindergarten type stuff, but I have to break it down to that degree to really build it up to show you what I'm talking about, right? Like, it's a relationship that you're trying to build. It's not battle. It's not a battle, right? And a lot of times you'll have people who think that love is like some sort of like battle, and it's not. There is no real point in being overly complicated, because when I really understood that people were really doing that, I legitimately started to really look at people a certain kind of way, because I can't believe that people can really show their face and like play the confident game of I'm desired and all of this, and it's like they lying through their teeth. you know, and instead of just living their life and really doing their own thing and just living in reality, you know, and do their own thing and have amazing experiences. And part of how you Aries are able to have amazing experiences is because of the fact that you live your life. When you actually choose to live your life and learn your lessons as opposed to disassociating yourself from it, amazing things will happen. And you will, whether people want to make amazing things happen to you and just gift you it, or whether you go seeking out amazing things to do, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there, you don't have to make it up. You don't have to fabricate it. And you Aries are not fabricating it, but they are, though. While you Aries are doing what? Y'all are having kind of a fun time. I mean, obviously, you know, obviously you're still getting a little bit of challenge or struggle due to the fact that, you know, a lot of people are still lying to your face. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is you're not miserable, though. Like, you're still at peace regardless. You're not miserable. Like, you're not running around like, oh my gosh, all of this type of stuff. You're still enjoying the experiences for what it is. It's not you, it is them. You're trying to be in a relationship. They're not. They're dysfunctional. They're broken. They can't be in one. And relationships are not guaranteed. Functional relationships that work are not guaranteed. That's okay. There's great people out here not in relationships. Some will say that I'm great. I'm one of them. Would like one, but I don't want to deal with the narratives, the game plan, the nonsense, right? The combativeness. I don't want to deal with all of that. So I refuse to date. I would just stay single. And if I want to date, you know, handling some business now. But if I, you know, getting some business together to set myself up for success for the rest of my life, so I don't have to do so much. But at the same time, if I want to get a date, take a trip, fly out of the country, go find out what's going on, because the landmass I'm on ain't really doing it for me like that, too much like that, right? Too much like that anyway. And it's the same thing for you Aries. You can have an amazing life where you may enjoy the time, even if they're not Mr. or Mrs. Right, or whatever you into. That works out between the two of you, right? You still enjoying the fact that you actually are desired, though. And one of the reasons why is because you're not in a delusion. So the thing is that the Hermit and the Ten of Cups right here is about how you, Aries, are very much so able to also go wherever you want to. Like the Hermit the Hermit is not always about sadness. The Hermit is about like less drama too. Like the Hermit is about separating oneself from society and what society is expecting you to do, to actually start doing things that you want to do. And then you have the Ten of Cups, a lot more peaceful. A lot of you Aries, your life is a lot more peaceful now because you don't have to deal with the when someone's playing games with you, right? And you know this, you know that there's something wrong, it knocks you off your game. Because, see, this is another reason why I say that it's stupid, right? Like, how are you going to be in a good relationship with, how are you going to be prosperous and in a good relationship with somebody where you run a business or you at your job, but then when you at your job or you run or you may run a business, you constantly having to think about what happened to you at the house with your significant other. It's going to ruin your performance. You're not going to be able to concentrate to the level because you care so much about this person and you didn't want to leave things on bad terms. You see how that works? See how all of this stuff is not productive, running all this type of mind games and all this crap? That's stupid. Let's call it what it is. The game is stupid. So The Hermit and the Ten of Cups right here is about you, Aries, striving to live more free by being more truthful. See, freedom comes with truth. Freedom, real freedom, comes with truth. You have to be real with yourself to know where you are in your life, to be able to understand where you are, to be able to find yourself, and then that will show you where you are. For you, Aries, wonderful option for a lot of different people. They just not ready for you. They just not ready for you. The Hierophant, the Three of Cups, and you, Aries, have to essentially make peace with that. Not saying that you should stop dating. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when they show you that they're not real, you just have to make peace with that. You do. You have to make peace with that, because all you need to do is just be the lion or the lioness that you are. You don't really need to hide or run game. If a person is a terrible match for you, Aries, you being real will scare them off, because they'll become a track star, play games with you. They'll make up all types of goofy excuses. They'll try to ruin the life that you're trying to build with them. All types of goofy stuff they'll do, right? To show you that they're not really real. No matter what they say, they'll try to say that they're real to save face and everything, but that's a lie in on itself. So what I'm trying to say is, for you, Aries, is don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't even be ashamed of, to help you get some more confidence back. Don't even be ashamed of, some people not giving you a call, right? They're not built for you. And make no mistake about it, when I say they're not built for you, I'm talking about either side. Because sometimes, I don't want y'all to think that y'all think that I'm only talking about one side. And maybe you may live an alternative lifestyle. See, what I'm talking about is, regardless of whatever you're into, regardless of what you were born with, I'm talking to you. Because both sides play that. That's why I don't rock with either side. I don't take other men as my friends or as my brethrens, because I've seen a lot of other men do some goofy stuff that I do not agree with. I do not agree with it. To the point where I had to straighten out somebody who was going at the person who's just trying to sell her art to make a living. He was talking about how it is that her father would be sad of her, and I was like, yo, chill out, bro. I'm like, show some respect, bro. That's not necessary. What's the point? You saying that to be disrespectful. Chill out. So I see it from both sides, fam. I see it. So I don't take these so-called men as my brethren, and I see it on the other side too. So I'm Malcolm in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I'm Malcolm in the middle. Like, yo, like, I don't rock with either side, fam. But it reigns true for both sides, what I be saying in these readings, because it's to show you, Aries, that don't feel discouraged at all if you have trouble with meeting people. The meeting them is not the problem. It's the retention. It's the keeping them is the problem. The reason why you, Aries, are having a problem keeping them is because they're not built for it. There's a lot of hyenas in this world. And I know I say that because it again, I don't think you, Aries, get enough credit for how great a lot of you actually are. Did y'all ever take into consideration, maybe, just maybe, that you too good and that people got to come up with an excuse as to why they don't want to hang out with you because they're incompetent? Did you, Aries, ever think about that? And that maybe you're actually too good? Because if you think about it, that's part of the reason why you would have so much problems, right? People calling you, right? Because it's not you're doing something, it's the fact that they're bent on ruining their life behind the stupid decisions that they make. Did you ever think about that? And I know it's a wild pill to swallow, because you Aries don't value yourself in a sense. Like, you Aries are not that confident to be like, I'm that great. But did you ever take that into consideration, that to some people you might be? And it took me a while too. Don't get it twisted. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm an Aries moon. So it took me a while for me to really understand that too. Like, maybe I am that good. But I'm flawed like a mug too. Teeth messed up, right? Learning how to actually, get it together and stuff like this better and better. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the ideal person that people claim that they want to see, right? That I've heard them claim that they want, right? So I'm thinking to myself, so to be pressed about me out of all people, I couldn't understand it until I started to really pay attention to it closely and really embrace it. And then I embraced it, and I was like, yeah, it's the truth, because it is the truth. They tripping out over me, because and it's the same thing that's going on with you Aries. They're tripping out over you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think of you as an individual that it's too difficult to be with. That's how they're looking at it. And when I say difficult, I'm talking about accountability. They want to be on some nonsense. They want to dance in the dark with nonsense. They want to take needless risks with their livelihood, their money and stuff like this, gambling and all this stuff. The house is going to win, so why are you still doing it? Because it's the excitement out of it. But but this is my point. Like, how come the excitement can't be something that legitimately excites you without it always inherently having to be dysfunctional, right? Like, why does their excitement, or their form, or their perception of excitement, why do they think things that are exciting are inherently dysfunctional? Like, why does things that are exciting have to be dysfunctional to them? You understand what I'm saying? So the world represents here how a lot of you Aries just have to understand that you have to guard your energy. You have to learn how to be selective. And next week, if this situation pops up, I'm gonna put y'all on game as to how to be selective. Because let's clarify the world. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, and then you have the Ten of Swords. So to clarify the world, yes, the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Cups is, yes, people regret giving you, they turned on some sort of vacuum cleaner or something like that, but people regret giving you a hard time. They always regret giving you a hard time, but they're giving you a hard time because they know that they're not actually built to be in a relationship with you. The Chariot, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords, so all they can do is just give you a hard time to stay away from them, because they know that they're messed up. And the Ten of Swords, and they want you Aries badly too. Especially this person that you had to stop talking to, they want you badly too. But they know that they messed up. They know that they're messed up here and here, and they know that you Aries are not going to want them because they see you as healed, and a lot of you are. But they know that you're not going to want a person who's dysfunctional like that. They know that. So that's it. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's ways to get a personal reading from me. Please make sure to get the reading from me, and as well as the birth chart readings, books that I have there on Amazon. Also, go ahead and get some of my merch. You know, it's gonna get cold pretty soon. Fall is starting to come up in the northern hemisphere, on the western hemisphere, right? In North America, it's gonna get cold, right? So get the hoodies during the fall time. I'ma advertise for it. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all gonna see brand spanking video at the later end of the video. You're gonna see me throw advertisements up in the videos, and it is gonna make the video longer. But please make sure to go ahead and get the merch too. In the wintertime, you're gonna see me wear my hoodies, Kareemspiritworks hoodies. Go ahead and get anything that you want from the shop. Peace.